action.
Good afternoon, I'm Stuart White, the Director of the Institute for Sustainable Futures at the University of Technology, Sydney, and I'm really pleased to be speaking to you today at the launch of this report and this important gathering of people interested in drought and how to respond to drought. As one of the authors of the report, which described the lessons from the Australian Millennium Drought for some Californian water agencies, I'm really pleased to be able to talk with you today about our report and to express my pleasure that the report has been translated into Portuguese and will be available for NGOs and for planners in Brazil. As you know, Australia went through a terrible drought during the period from around 2000 to around 2010, what we call the Millennium Drought, and that drought resulted in many cities in Australia almost reaching dead storage, in other words, almost running out of water. So it was a drought that was quite a wake-up call to Australia, both in terms of our awareness of water scarcity, but also our awareness of the impact of long-term climate change. So what we learned from that drought was that we were very well prepared in some areas and less well prepared in others. And we also recognised that there were some things we did well and some things that we could have done better. And the report outlines a number of those things. And I'm really pleased, and especially given that we have been involved with discussions in Sao Paulo during the recent drought. We're really pleased to have this linkage to NGOs in Brazil and to water planners, and we hope to continue that association. Some of the key lessons that we learned during the drought are shown in the report, and some of them have great relevance, of course, to not just California, where the report was designed to support that drought, but also in Brazil. And one of the first and most important lessons was that it's very important to get a balance between new supply side options, new options that increase the supplies of water, this is essential, but also, and most importantly, to emphasise water efficiency, the demand side of water supply, to look where water is used and to work out how we can improve the efficiency of water use. That's the first most important lesson that we learned. In fact, the improvement in water efficiency was one of the major issues that helped Australia during the drought. The second issue is to ensure that we've got modular, small-scale, flexible options that can be implemented so that we're not relying on very large-scale options. And this was also extremely important, and we could have done this better in Australia, and next time we will do better in this regard. The third thing is to make sure that we have good community engagement. The community have to be involved in the process of responding to the drought. The community have to be involved with making decisions about the expenditure of money and the options and opportunities. And in Australia, we did the communication very well. There was a lot of community support, community got on board. We reduced water use to levels that we had not seen in over 50 years. However, we probably did not well enough engage with the community to get their views on how we should respond. Our views, the views of the community on how we should spend money. And I think this is an extremely important point about public participation in the decision-making process, as well as good communication to the public about what needs to be done to reduce water use. The fourth aspect is about data. Good data is absolutely crucial. We can't manage what we can't measure. And so we need to understand where water is used, how much is used, what for, what's the hydrology, and so on. And I know that there is some excellent work being done in Brazil on the hydrology, and this of course needs to be matched by an understanding of water demand by sector, by end use, and by residential customers. And finally, it's important to recognise the value of innovative pricing methods to ensure that the true value of water is being paid, but in particular that there is equity in this, that there are a progressive application, in other words, where wealthier people who have a greater ability to pay their fair share of the water supply system and of the water scarcity. And so this is extremely important, to put in place good pricing methods, but to ensure that those pricing methods, and indeed all measures, are actually equitable across the community. So these were the key lessons. There are many others, and they're included in the report. I'm absolutely delighted that this report has been translated and is being launched today, and I wish everyone the best of good fortune in terms of responding to this drought, and I hope that we have a long and continued association with you in this effort. Thank you very much.